everyone. I am Dr. Mahabaleshwar Reddy, native Hospet, residing there, and I got ancestral land of about 20 acres situated in a place called Gudivo Badapura Magani, very near to Naganhalli. See, my aim was I wanted to go for a organic horticulture come forestry come agriculture farming. Now I am just entering to my 5 acres of land where mainly the crop is mango, chiku and shrigandha and sitapal, surrounded by narrow fruits, and also there is a boundary situated for bamboo for the protection of the animals and other things. And also I have planted some of the green looking this with the bamboo stick, what you see, they are called monkey jackfruits. So this is the first part of my 5 acre land where I kept a small portion mainly for the flowering plants. Roses are there, hibiscus flower is there, and some of course which names which I don't know. These whitish flowers, they have got so much of good seeds, even they propagate and make the next generation for the flowering plants and all. And some cactus also where you can see which grows like a tree once. That also gives a good natural look for the field. So this is the one which is a cactus variety where you can see all these things. Hibiscus flower is there, and this mallige, what we call dundu mallige, that you can see here. And we have got varieties of hibiscus also. Like that we have got rose also, which I am going to show now. This is again a dundu mallige, and again another variety of hibiscus with a rose plant here, and another pink variety of this cactus which grows like a tree, and it gives a look, a good look at the time of entrance to the land. What you see here, this mud vessels, this is for the generation of the honey bees. Huh. 2 acres of land where I have planted sandalwood and also mango seedlings here. What you are seeing is a custard apple here. Similarly, you can see the healthy grown plants, custard apple with again sandalwood. Again in this land also, beyond this land also, again I have gone for a green farming, putting all sorts of seeds during first monsoon. Now it needs to be mulched after say about another 15 days or 1 month, so that it acts as a green manure for the land. This 5 acres of the land, at the terminal end, we have made a Krishi Honda where we collect the bore water, and it is being given by the drip to the whole plants which have been already shown to you. And for relaxing purpose, we have made a small hut like this where we can have a cup of tea and we can have lunch and dinner. Surrounding this, I have also put some of the jasmine plants and the rose to have a look. Now these are the 3 years or 4 years old of teak plants which have taken a good growth after giving a drip irrigation. Before that it was not there. You can see that Hebbe also, Milia dubia. What we are seeing is Parijata pushpa and varieties of flowering plants around a small hut which has been made for our self-use to take rest and all. And also my son Varun, he is also taking interest in doing all these things. Of course now he is not there, and we have got a small poultry, a small poultry where we have put some hens and chicks, and also he is interested in horse farming. So we have got 2 horses, so that he also takes ride in the morning hours and all. Here already 3 times we have taken out this vermi compost. We are putting all the waste, green waste and dry waste, and also cow dung you put. See, whatever you see here, we just put it here, and after 3-4 months we have put also worms in this. So you get a very good vermicompost manure, and this we are utilizing for our plants. And now I have come to the 14 acres of land where it is almost surrounded by all big stones and big rocky rocks are there, just like what you see in Hampi and all. Now this is the land where I am staying, about 1.5 acre land. I have put a hybrid coconut, and in this I have taken twice groundnut. I have taken the crop here. Just beyond this, what you are seeing, that big coconut trees, I have put the lemon plants. Here also I made a provision for a servant quarters and all. This is another vermicompost we have made in the ground itself. See, about 5 to 6 pits are there here, and also decompost where you have put all dry coconut leaves and all. Beneath this, what you have got, all this green waste and dry waste and even vegetables also put, and we have put also worms in this. So this is also which gives a vermicompost manure for this, for our land and all. So this is also what I am showing you is the waste area of my 14 acres, where it was fully a sandy area and the people never used to walk here and all. Then I thought this is in a little high position, why I should not go for a Krishi Honda. I made it another Krishi Honda in this 14 acres of land. And since there was a bore, I am going to pump it here and also take the canal water and store it here and give it through drip irrigation to all this 14 acres of land. Here also on the top of this hill and other things we have put bamboo trees and tamarind seed and all. On the other side you see oil palm trees, nearly about 4.5 acres. What you have seen, that greenery, big thick trees, I am also getting yield out of that. Since I have put for 6.5 years, for last 2 years I am getting yield. And at the end, what you are seeing, the small coconut saplings which I have put 1.5 year back. Now I am going to put Peru in that land. Here also I have gone for a mud vessel, which is for the formation of honey and entering of the honey bees, which I had already explained in my 5 acres of land. See, again, this is the extended portion of the wasteland. Now, since I don't want to leave that wasteland here, I have put bamboo trees, bamboo saplings, teak I have put, and also you see, if you go that other side, you see already a grown teak trees are there, which are about more than 4 years. These just they are 2 years old. So I have put as a barrier, bamboo trees are there. Next comes the teak, and what you are seeing is the tamarind saplings. So I have also given prominence for even the forest trees also. My land should not be only agricultural land or a horticultural land. We should also have a forest trees, and also oil palm trees you are seeing. They are about 6 years old, and at the last distance I have made another 2 acres of land purely for the forestry trees and all, which I am going to take you now. Now I have come to my dead end of 14 acres of land, which was a wasteland for so many years. Then I thought, why unnecessary to waste this sandy area? So I put about 2 acres of forest trees about 6 years back or 5 years back, where I am showing you rosewood is there. What you see is silver oak is there here. You can see silver oak, and also you can see Melia dubia at the end, and also here you can see teak planting is there. And on the right side of mine, you see oil palm trees are there. You can just view on the right side oil palm trees, which is again another 3 to 4 acres of land. On the left side, you see a forestry area surrounded and grown by all this teak, silver oak, and also rosewood, plus Melia dubia. This is another part of 14 acres land, where I am just showing you how we are preparing Jeevamrita. 3 acres of out of 14 acres of 3 acres of land, I have put already here hybrid coconut and also this thing sandalwood. Now because there is a gap is there so much, I don't want to waste it. Now this year onwards I am going to put Peru in this. Oil seed bunch, what you are seeing in the oil palm tree, and already bunches have been taken, one somehow they left. Like this, in a tree, you get minimum of 12 to 16 bunches like this, which is been cut and given to the factory purpose for the generation of the palm oil. Now I really feel happy to introduce my workers who are working in the field. My right hand is Mr. Manjunath. He is from nearby Venkapur village, and he is Mr. Chandrasappa. He is another Manjunath, and he is Krishna. These are all my regular laborers, and they are really dedicated. I am happy, and also I give my whole thanks for these people who are working for me day in and day out. Whatever the work which is being intimated from me, they are doing it very dedicated way. I should really thankful. If at all any development is there in my lands, it is because of this their good work what they are doing here. Thank you. So before I go for a conclusion of my 14 acres of land, I give my I'll wish and I'll convey my heartful thanks to agriculture office staff at Hospet Hubli, who are helping me and also guiding in a proper way, and whatever the government subsidies are there and whatever the government manures, especially organic, are there, they are providing me, and now and then when I request, they guide me in a proper way. They have given me sprinklers for my groundnut and all, and gypsum and varieties of seeds they have given, and also they have given 2 boxes of honey for the propagation of honey bees and other things. So I'm extending my heartful thanks to the department people, and hopefully they are also doing for other agriculture also who are not aware of this natural farming and going for organic farming and all. So this is an integrated farming of all types of plants. To tell you once again, the plants which I have put here are, to name few of them, are horticulture crops like mango, chikkus, sitapal, that is our sitapal, neeral fruit, and hybrid coconut, lemon, rampal, lakshmanpal, bettanelli, and so many. Apart from that, we have got some agriculture crops like oil palm trees are there, and forests like sandalwood, teak, silver oak, tamarind, monkey jackfruit, rakta chandan also I put, and now especially another 2 acres of land which I am going to show you. I am going for a rice this thing. I am going to put rice thing which is also an organic, and the special variety is called Navara, and also one more variety is there which you can see from here. That rice cropping what we have put is there. Again we are using the Jeevamruta for the spray and flood irrigation in the 2 acres of land. As already I told you, the department has given me a honey bee box where you can generate honey from the honey bees, and because we have got so many flowering plants, and this is the one which I want to demonstrate here, and my manager Mr. Manjunath will come and show you. Manju, come here. Now if you open the top of it, you can see the honey nest is there inside. You can see here, this is about 2-3 months old. You can see the formation of the honey nest, and also you can see so many honeys are moving, wandering here and there. See, this is the formation of honey bees and honey in this box. Like that we have got 2 boxes provided by the agriculture department and horticultural people. So this is about 3 months old. So it takes another 3 to 4 months to grow for a big honey nest and all. So I should be very thankful to the department people for providing me to hold this in my land.